Okay, so welcome back my dear students. So today we have come with questions of section B. Section A already I have uploaded in my previous video. So section B for 2 marks question, the same board examination question paper for 10th standard, we are going to solve once again here. So question number 7 is what? Find the HCF of 1260 or 1260 and 7344 using Euclid's algorithm. Okay, so that Euclid's division lemma already we have studied, right? So any number which can be expressed in the form A is equal to PQ plus R, okay, where Q is the quotient and R is the remainder. So that same Euclid's algorithm we will be utilizing to find out HCF of 2 numbers here. Okay, so 1260 and 7344. So 7344 is the largest amongst these two. Okay, so that 7344 will be dividing it by 1260 or 1260. So 1260 into 5 and remainder will be 1044. Okay, again second step we will be going for that 1260 and we will divide with remainder 1044. So 1044 into 1 plus 216 it will come. Again that same 1044 we are dividing and it will be becoming 216 into 4. Okay, plus 180. So that remainder next time it will become the divisor. Okay, right. And quotient will become here dividend. So 216 now again we will be dividing it with 180, which was remainder in previous step. So 180 into 1 plus 36 we got. And then 180 we are dividing it by 36. So we are getting 36 into 5 plus 0. So HCF we got 36. Okay, right. So in this way we will be able to find the HCF of 2 numbers. Now next question we are going, question number 7, that is OR part, and that is so that every positive odd integer is of the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3, where q is some integer, it is given to us. Okay, so let us decide here that A be any positive odd integer, okay, and here B is equal to 4. So then by Euclid's theorem if we are utilizing, then again A is equal to can be written as 4q plus R, where q is not equal to 0, q should be greater than equal to 0, okay, and R should be between 0 and 4. Why? Because 4 is the divisor. R should be between 0 and 4. It may be equal to 0, but it should be less than 4. So what are the possibilities are there for the remainders? So possibilities of the remainders are 0, 1, 2 and 3, because it should less than 4. Okay, so then we can write A as 4q for q plus 1, 4q plus 2, 4q plus 3, the same number, where q is some quotient. Okay, so as A is an odd integer, so it cannot be 4q and 4q plus 2, because it will become an even number. So that odd number can be 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3. Okay, so 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3, that only can be an odd integer. So every positive odd integer can be expressed in the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. Okay, so in this way we are solving. This is from first chapter only, real numbers, these 2 questions. Okay, so now next question we are going to solve. So next question is what? Which term of the AP 3, 15, 27, 39 and dot dot it is given to us will be 120 more than its 21st term? Okay, so formula already we are knowing for AP, Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1D. So now 21st term we need to find out first. So A is equal to 3 is given, first term is 3 and D is equal to 12. Why? 15 minus 3 will be 12. So T 21st term we will be able to find out by placing the values of A and D in this one, 3 plus 21 minus 1 into D, and we got 243. So T 21st term is 243. Now what is the question? Question is saying that which term of the AP is 120 more than its 21st term. So 21st term is 243 and if we will add 120 in this one, so we are getting 363. Now 363 is some term that we are not knowing that which term it is, that only we have to find out. So 363 is the term Tn, and we are writing here 3 plus n minus 1 into 12, same formula, and when we are placing, we are solving it, so we are getting n is equal to 30 plus 1, and it is becoming n is equal to 31st term is 363. Okay, so this 31st term we need to find. So here two steps we have to apply. First we need to find 21st term, then we have to add 120, then we have to find out that 363 is what term, which term in this AP 363 is there. Okay, so that 31st term is 363. So the same formula we applied even in 1 mark question also, it came, right? Okay, so then we are going to solve next question, right? Okay, so next question we are solving now. So this was given in question number 8, or. So what it is, if Sn, the sum of first n terms of an AP, is given by Sn is equal to 3n square minus 4n. Okay, and we need to find the nth term. So we are given sum. So given Sn is equal to 3n square minus 4n and sum of the terms, first n terms of an AP. So from here we can find out first term, second term we will be able to find out. So if n is equal to 1 we are putting in this Sn value. So we will be getting S1 is equal to 3 minus 4 and that is equal to minus 1. Okay, so first term A will become minus 1. Sum of two terms if we are going for, then S2 we are putting n is equal to 2. So 3 into 2 is square minus 4 into 2. So we are getting S4. Okay, so it means first two terms addition will be giving you 4. So second term will be what? 5. Second term T2 we are getting as 5. Now, so difference will give us as D. Common difference we can find out. T2 we have found, T1 we have found. Common difference also we can find out, and common difference is 6. Okay, D is equal to 6. Then we can place Sn value, what it is given to us, 3n square minus 4n. Okay, so Tn is nth term, right? And Sn formula is what? So that is n by 2 into T1 plus Tn. We need to find the nth term. Okay, so 3n square minus 4n, and if we are solving, we are getting Tn is equal to 6n minus 8 plus 1 and Tn is equal to 6n minus 7. So this will become the nth term. Okay, 6n minus 7 will be the nth term. So we have to just put the value, we have to put in formula, and we will be getting the answer. So nth term we are in a position to find out in this way, right? Okay, very good. So next question we are going for. So find the ratio in which the segment joining the points so and so 1 and minus 3 and 4 and 5 is divided by x-axis, right? Also find the coordinates of this point on x-axis. Okay, very good. So now if we are taking as x1 and 0 as the point C, as you can see in figure already drawn, A is 1 and minus 3 and B is 4, 5. Any point C we are assuming, okay, which is divided by x-axis. So x-axis means what? So it will be x coordinate will be there and y coordinate will become 0. Okay, so let the point C x1 0 divides AB in the ratio k is to 1. So k is to 1. So by section formula for internal division, again we can find out the y coordinate is 0. So by placing 0 we will be able to find the value of k. Okay, so by solving it with that same section formula, that is y1 is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. So putting that value we are getting as minus 3 plus 5k is equal to 0 and k is equal to 3 by 5. So therefore point C divides the line AB in the ratio 3 is to 5. Okay, so x1 value also we will be able to get by placing the value of k. So that is 17 by 8. So the coordinates of point C is 17 by 8 and 0. Okay, so in this way we will be able to find out the coordinates of point. Okay, that point which is dividing. So point on x-axis is 17 by 8 actually, right? Now we will move to question number 10. And question number 10 says, a game consists of tossing a coin three times and noting the outcome each time. If getting the same result in all the times is a success, find the probability of losing the game. So what we need to do here, we need to find out the sample space. Sample space means what are the various possibilities are there. So all those possibilities, when the coin is tossed three times, you are knowing that a coin will be giving outcome. How many outcomes will be there? There will be two outcomes, either it will be head or it will be tail. Okay, so maximum two outcome will be there with one coin. But if it is tossed three times, there will be total outcome will be 8. So that 8 outcomes will become the sample space. So in sample space already I have given that what are the various possibilities of outcome is possible. Okay, so H, 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 T, H, T, H, H. Okay, so I told you earlier that how to find out these outcomes. So very easily you will be able to find out. Now what it is given, probability of success. Success, it is given that if the same result will come in all the three toss, that is either it will be coming as head or it will be coming as tail. Okay, so H, H, H or T, 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 then it will be called as success. So this can come maximum 2 times. So we can get that probability of success as 2 by 8. So by cancelling it with 2, we will be getting as 1 by 4. So probability of losing the game, in question it is asked that probability of losing the game. Either we can find from sample space directly that leaving this all H and all T. So only 6 are left, 6 possibilities. So 6 by 8 we can write directly, or we can write 1 minus whatever probability of success is there, that is 1 by 4 or 2 by 8. So then we will get 3 by 4. Okay, if you are writing 6 by 8, again you will be cancelling it with 2, you will be getting 3 by 4. So we can find out as 1 minus that also, and what I told from sample space directly also. Now we are moving to question number 11. So in question number 11, what it is there, a die is thrown once, right? A die is thrown once. Find the probability of getting a number which first is a prime number and second lies between 2 and 6. Again we can draw a sample space. So if a die is thrown, we are knowing that the sample space will be consisting of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the only various possibilities are there. 6 outcomes maybe is possible. So prime numbers, what are the prime numbers? 1 is not counted as prime number. Okay, so never count 1 as prime number. 1 is the factor for everyone. Okay, so the prime number is 2, 3, 5 here. So prime number starts from 2, 3, 5, then 7, then 11, 13, like this it is there. 1 is never counted as prime number. Okay, so prime number here 2, 3, 5 in this sample space. So probability of getting a prime number will be 3 by 6, and that will be equal to 1 by 2. Okay, similarly number lies between 2 and 6. It means 2 and 6 will not be added. Okay, 2 and 6 will not be added, and 1 also will not come here between 2 and 6. So between 2 and 6, 3, 4, 5. These 3 numbers possibility only it is there. So probability of getting a number lying between 2 and 6 is equal to 3 by 6, and that is also equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so this type of questions were very easy questions. Directly formula based questions are there. You have to find sample space only, and just 1 or 2 steps you have to solve, and you will be getting your answer. Right, so I feel that this type of questions this time maximum students they will be able to get more marks, no doubt in that. Okay, because only that much tricky questions were not given. Okay, now we will go for question number 12. Question number 12 is what? Find C if the system of equation cx plus 3y plus 3 minus c is equal to 0, and another equation is given 12x plus 6y minus c is equal to 0 has infinitely many solutions. So this question has come from linear equation into variables. Okay, so there we were having system of equations where we are telling that what are the various you can say criterias are there by which we will be able to find out that whether the lines are coincident or whether the lines are parallel or it is having distinct solution. or it is having only one solution, or we can say that infinitely many solutions. So there are various criteria are there. So for two equation I have already given here, like a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So if these two equations are given, and if we want to find out many solutions, so in that case the criteria was it should satisfy the criteria that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Okay, so from the given equation we will be equating. So we will go for equating now. So c by 12 is equal to 3 by c. Comparing these two equations, we will be going for equating. So c by 12 is equal to 3 by c, and we got c is equal to plus minus 6, because c square is equal to 36. We got c is equal to plus minus 6. Okay. So another one also, if we will compare, then we will get c is equal to 6. Right. So the value of c is 6 for infinitely many solutions. Right. So in this way, we will be able to find out and we will be able to solve the question. Okay, so now we will be moving to next question, and that question is related to again that first chapter only, real number. Okay, and it is an irrational number. So now we are moving to section C, question number 13. So it is 3 marks question. Now prove that root 2 is an irrational number. This question is given to us. So this type of question is solved, as I told you earlier, that by assuming that whatever number, irrational number is given, we assume that it is a rational number. And rational number is what? We are knowing that any number which can be expressed in the form p by q, where q is not equal to 0, is called a rational number. So by following that definition, if we are assuming that root 2 is a rational number, then it can be written as a by b, and where b is not equal to 0. Okay, so we got from this equation that a is equal to root 2b. If we are solving by squaring both sides, so we are getting a square is equal to 2b square. It means what? It means 2 is dividing a square. If a square is equal to 2b square, it means what? A square is divisible by 2, and it means a is also divisible by 2. Therefore, we can write a is equal to 2c. Some form a is equal to 2c we can write. Again, if we are putting the value of a is equal to 2c in this equation 1, then what we are getting? We are getting 4c square is equal to 2b square, and 2c square is equal to b square. In this case, what we are finding? We are finding that 2 is dividing b. Okay, and therefore 2 also divides b. Now 2 has become common factor for both a and b. 2 is dividing a also, 2 is dividing b also. So how it is possible? It is not possible. It is a contradiction. Therefore, we can say that our assumption itself was wrong. So root 2 is not a rational number. Root 2 is an irrational number. So in this type of question, we have to assume, and then we have to move forward, and we have to prove that our assumption itself is wrong, and then we can say that root 2 is an irrational number. Okay. So now we will be moving to next question, and that is question number 14. Question number 14 is what? Find the value of k such that the polynomial x square minus k plus 6x in bracket plus 2 into 2k minus 1 has sum of its zeros equal to half of their product. Actually, this question is from polynomial. It is a quadratic equation. When it will be equated to 0, then it will become a quadratic equation. Otherwise, we can say that it is from, you can say, quadratic. It is there, but polynomial. Okay, as it is a quadratic polynomial, so 100% because it will be having 2 zeros. So suppose alpha and beta be the 2 zeros of the given polynomial, roots of the equation. Then sum of these zeros we can find alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. We will be able to find. Okay, so sum of the zeros is k plus 6 by 1. So we can find in this way. Because it is 0, it is given, it means alpha and beta are the roots of the equation. So sum of the roots, we can say, we can find k plus 6 by 1, so k plus 6. Product of the 0 alpha beta we will be able to find 2 into 2k minus 1 by 1. Okay, so now we are given the situation as alpha plus beta, sum of the zeros will be equal to half of the product of the root of their zeros, half. So k plus 6 is equal to half into 2 into 2k minus 1. So 2 will get cancelled, and what we got? 2k minus k, okay, is equal to 6 plus 1, right? And in this way we will be able to find value of k is equal to 7. Okay, so a very easy question, you can say. Quadratic equation also we solved earlier also, and here also we are solving, but the question belongs to we can say polynomial. After that quadratic equation we solved, but it is belonging to polynomial, right? Okay, so next question we will move. And next question is given: a father's age is 3 times the sum of the ages of his 2 children. Now after 5 years his age will be 2 times the sum of their ages, and find the present age of the father. In OR also one question is given, that is a fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 2 is subtracted from the numerator, and becomes 1 by 2 when 1 is subtracted from the denominator. Find the fraction. So first we will solve that first one, age related problem. Okay, so that is also linear equation in 2 variable only. Okay, so suppose father's age, we are assuming it as z, and ages of his 2 children are x and y. Then as per first case, z is equal to 3 into x plus y. So present in that father's age is 3 times the sum of the ages of his 2 children. Okay, so z is equal to 3 into x plus y. Sum of the ages of the 2 children is x plus y. Right. Second case, what it is given after 5 years, means z plus 5. It will become 2 into x plus y plus 10, because x plus 5 plus y plus 5 it will be. So I have written directly as x plus y plus 10. Okay. So it is giving an equation z plus 5 is equal to 2 into x plus y plus 20. Right. And we need to solve here now. So if we will be putting, see here, we need not to find the ages of the children. Okay, so need not to worry that how to find x and y. We need not to find that. We have to find only present age of the father, that is z. So from any one equation we can get the value of x, especially from 1, x plus y. And that x plus y value, if we are placing it here in second equation, we will be able to find out the value of z. So by solving this, we got z is equal to 45 years, right? So we need to solve a little bit linear equation, and we got z is equal to 45 years. So father's age is 45 years. Okay, so x and y exactly we will not be able to find out, but by placing it now, z value if we are placing, we will be able to find x and y by solving these 2 equations. We can find, but there is no requirement to find out. Okay, now that OR part we will be going. In OR part, what is the question? Fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 2 is subtracted from the numerator. Okay, and becomes 1 by 2 when 1 is subtracted from the denominator. We need to find the fraction. So this question is also from linear equation in 2 variables. And let us go for supposing, or you can say assuming, that the fraction is x by y. Then by case 1, if we are subtracting 2 from the numerator, then we are getting the fraction as 1 by 3. So x minus 2 by y is equal to 1 by 3 is the first case. Second case, if we are subtracting 1 from the denominator, so x by y minus 1, we are getting as 1 by 2. Right? So from 1, if we are solving, we are getting x minus 2 into 3 is equal to y. And if we are solving further, we are getting equation 3x minus y is equal to 6. So this one will become one equation which I have named it as equation 3. Right? Then from second one, we can further solve it, and we can get 2x minus y is equal to minus 1. And it will become fourth equation. Now what we need to do? We have to solve, okay, these 2 equations. So we will be going for subtraction method. We went for subtraction so that y will get cancelled, and we will be able to find out x value here. Okay, so we went for subtraction of equation 4 from equation 3, and then we have got the value x equal to 7, right? So x value we have got. Now putting the value of x by 7 in equation 3, either we can put it in equation 3 or equation 4 or equation 1 and 2, problem is not there, we will get the same answer. Okay, so if we are putting that x equal to 7 value, we got 3 into 7 minus y is equal to 6. and y is equal to 21 minus 6, that is 15. Okay, so in this way we found the value of x also, we found the value of y also, so we will be able to find the value of fraction. The fraction is 7 by 15. We can have a check also. In first case, like 7, so it was given that if 2 is subtracted, then it will become 1 by 3. So if you are subtracting from 7 2, it will become 5 by 15, so 1 by 3. If you are subtracting 1 from denominator in second case, so 7 by 14 it will become, then it is 1 by 2. So our answer is correct. Okay, right. Now next question we are going for, that is question number 16, right? So find the point on y-axis which is equidistant from the points 5, minus 2 and minus 3, 2. Okay, so the point we need to find out in y-axis, right? So what we are doing here, we can find out a distance formula. We can utilize that distance formula, and the point, what the point will be? Point will be 0 and y1. On y-axis it will be having y coordinate, and x coordinate will become 0 on y-axis. So let this 0 y1 be the, you can say, that point which we need to find out and which is equidistant from that point 5, minus 2 and minus 3, 2. So by utilizing the distance formula, we can find out, we can go for finding the distance formula. Left hand side is equal to right hand side, means it will form a triangle, especially it will be forming a triangle. So in that triangle, you can say it will become an isosceles triangle, right? So by utilizing that, 0 minus 5 whole square plus y1 plus 2 whole square, and another side, right hand side, 0 plus 3 whole square plus y1 minus 2 whole square under root. Okay, so this is the formula for distance, finding out distance between two points having coordinate x1 y1 and x2 y2. Okay, and if we are solving, we will be able to cancel that y1 square by y1 square plus 4 and y1 square plus 4, both side it is there, we will be cancelling, and we are getting our equation in y1 which we are solving, and we got y1 is equal to minus 2. So the point is 0 minus 2. The point is 0 minus 2. Okay, so x coordinate will be 0 only, right? Next question we are going for. So next question is what? The line segment. Okay, so that line segment was there. Okay, no problem. We will go for question number 17. That OR part was also there. So question number 17 is what? It is from trigonometry question, and prove that type of questions was there. And let us see, it is also easy only. So first one is sin theta plus cosec theta whole square plus cos theta plus secant theta whole square. We need to prove it as equal to 7 plus tan square theta plus cot square theta. So we will take LHS and then we will come to RHS, and in this way we will be proving. When we are solving this a plus b whole square by utilizing that a plus b whole square formula in both the cases, in sin theta plus cosec theta whole square plus cos theta plus secant theta whole square. So we can find out sin square theta plus cosec square theta is equal to twice sin theta cos theta plus cos square theta plus secant square theta plus twice cos theta secant theta, and we will be utilizing the identity sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, and 1 plus cot square theta we can put it, and 1 plus tan square theta. So in this way we are finding out 7 plus cot square theta plus tan square theta is equal to RHS. Next one is also same, prove that, and we have to solve it by multiplication, actual multiplication we have to go for, and we multiplied directly, and after that common terms, some terms are getting cancelled. 1 plus cosec a, secant a, so it is getting cancelled. Okay, plus secant a plus 1 plus cosecant a, so many terms are getting cancelled. Okay, so in this way we will be able to find out this question number 17. Now question number 18. Okay, so question number 18 is what? In figure 2, B is a chord of length 8 cm of a circle of radius 5 cm, okay, and center O. The tangents at P and Q intersect at point T. Find the length of TP. So this type of question is from book only. It is given. Many of the questions what we have found, it is coming from book directly. Okay, this time we can say that from the book, word to word, many of the questions we found that word to word from exercise it is given. Okay, so T is the external point from which tangents are drawn to the circle P and Q, and as we are knowing that this TP will be equal to TQ. Okay, and OP is the radius of the circle. It is given to us. PQ has become chord of the circle, with the 2 points when we have joined together. Right. So PQ is 8 centimeter. OP is equal to 5 centimeter. We need to join T and O. Okay. So if you are knowing that when we are drawing perpendicular from the center to the chord, so it will be bisecting the chord. So 8 centimeter PQ is given. So if suppose R is the point where OT is bisecting that chord, so we can say that PR is equal to 4 centimeter is equal to QR. Okay, right. Now by utilizing that Pythagoras theorem in OPR, triangle OPR, we will be able to find OR is equal to 3 centimeter. Right? Okay. So in triangle OPR, by utilizing trigonometry, we can find tan theta. So that the angle is what? POR angle is theta. Okay. So tan theta is equal to PR by OR is equal to 4 by 3. Right? Okay. So 4 by 3 we found. Again in main triangle TPO, again tan theta we can find out, and we will be able to you can say equate TP by OP is equal to 4 by 3. And from this we will be able to find out the length of tangent. TP is equal to 4 by 3 OP. So OP already we have already found out. So TP is equal to 4 by 3 into 5, that is 20 by 3 centimeter. Okay. Question number 19 will go. In that it is given a triangle is there, ACB is equal to 90 degree and CD is perpendicular to AB. Okay. So angle ACB, the main angle C is 90 degree, and we need to prove that CD square is equal to BD into AD, right? So just Pythagoras theorem we have to utilize 2-3 times, and we will be able to find out, we will be able to prove it. Okay, so it is given triangle ACD, ACB, triangle DCB, so all triangles are 90 degree, means right angle triangle. We can utilize Pythagoras theorem in triangle ADC, triangle ACB and triangle DCB, and we can put the value. Okay, so we can go for adding together. When we are putting it, AD square plus DC square plus CB square is equal to AD plus DB whole square. We know that AB square can be written as AD plus DB whole square. So if we are utilizing that A plus B whole square formula, we will got AD square plus DB square plus twice AD into DB. AD will get cancelled, left hand side and right hand side. Okay. Another we can write as, so DC square and plus CB we can write. CB square will, that we can write as DC square plus DB square. Again DB square will get cancelled both sides. So here we are getting left hand side twice DC square is equal to twice AD into DB. Correct? So 2 will get cancelled, and we are able to find out that CD square is equal to BD into AD. So simply by utilizing Pythagoras theorem, we have solved this question. Okay. So Pythagoras theorem, we should be aware that hypotenuse square will be equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Right. So the same formula is being utilized here, the same theorem, and by that we have solved this one, proved. Okay. So now we will be going for another question, for question 19, or it is there. So in that it is there, if P and Q are the points on side CA and CB respectively of triangle ABC, which is right angled at C, prove that AQ square plus BP square is equal to AB square plus BQ square. Right? Okay. So you can see that how the triangle is formed here. I have drawn the triangle, and by utilizing that same Pythagoras concept here also we have to solve it. Okay, again we have to find out different right angled triangles. So in triangle AQC, I have already shown that AQ square is equal to AC square, plus QC square. Triangle PBC is there. So BP square is equal to PC square plus BC square. So let us go for adding 1 and 2, and we got AQ square plus BP square is equal to AC square plus QC square plus BC square plus BC square. Okay, so AC square plus BC square we can separate it, right? And QC square plus PC square we can write separately. Why? Because we are going to utilize that formula, Pythagoras theorem, for that one. So AQ square plus BP square will be equal to AB square plus PQ square. So very easily we found this one. So previous question 19 was also related to Pythagoras theorem. Its OR was given, which is also related with Pythagoras theorem. So similarly, what we have seen here, that wherever OR question is given, so those questions belonging to the same chapter. So from trigonometry also we got OR. So that OR question both were from trigonometry. Okay. Sometimes in earlier days, different questions were also coming. Okay, so it was not necessary that if one question is from trigonometry, so the OR question which is given, that will also be from trigonometry. So it was not necessary. But a very beautiful system is being followed this time, that whatever question is there from one chapter, so its OR question also should be put from that same chapter. Okay, so really we appreciate CBSE for this good step. Okay, so now we will be moving to next question, question number 20. Okay, so question number 20, when we are moving to that, so this question is from circle. Okay, so finding out area, centimeter it is given, and O is the center of the circle. So again we can utilize that Pythagoras theorem to find the diagonal of rectangle AC, and if we are able to find out the diagonal of the rectangle, we will be able to find out the radius of the circle. So we will be able to find out, you can say, area of the circle also and area of the rectangle. If we will subtract the area of rectangle from area of the circle, so very easily we will be able to find the area of the shaded region. Okay, so diagonal we will be able to find out by utilizing the length and breadth of rectangle, and by utilizing Pythagoras theorem we can write as AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay, and 8 square plus 6 square, so 64 plus 36, we got AC square is equal to 100, and thereby AC is equal to 10 centimeter we got, right? So as O is the center of the circle, so we can say that OC is equal to OA, which will be half of AC. So we can write as 10 by 2, and OA is equal to AC is equal to 5 centimeter. So the radius of the circle is 5 centimeter. Okay, right. Now area of the rectangle ABCD we can find out by utilizing the formula as L into B centimeter square. So 8 into 6, it is giving to us as 48 centimeter square, right? Okay. Now area of the circle, so pi r square, we can utilize the formula as pi r square. So 3.14 into 5, because we are given that take pi is equal to 3.14, so 5 square, and when we are multiplying it, we are getting as 78.50 centimeter square. 3.14 into 25 will be giving to us as 78.50 centimeter square. And further we can find the area of shaded region. How we will be finding? So area of circle minus area of the rectangle. So area of the circle is 78.50 minus 48 centimeter square. So this is giving to us as 30.50 centimeter square, which will be the area of shaded region. So that we are going to question number 21, right? Okay, so question number 21 is what? Water in a canal 6 meter wide and 1.5 meter deep is flowing with a speed of 10 km per hour. Okay, so how much area will it irrigate in 30 minutes if 8 centimeter standing water is needed? Right? So what it is actually, the same question is there in exercise, and we solved the same question. Okay, word to word question is same. So here width of the canal is equal to 6 meter and depth of the canal is given to us as 1.5 meter. So length of the canal covered by water in 1 hour, it is given to us as 10 km. So 1 hour means what? 60 minutes. So in 60 minutes you can say that it it is 10,000 meter. We converted kilometer into meter. Okay. Similarly, length of the canal covered by water in 1 minute, so it is 10,060 minutes, right? And we can find out in 30 minutes what will be the length of the water. It will become length of the canal which will be covered by water, so it is 5,000 meter. Okay. Now volume of water in the canal we will be able to find out. This is just like cuboidal canal is there. So the cuboidal canal volume we can find out as L into B into H. So 5,000 into 6 into 1.5, and we got as 45,000 meter cube. That volume of water in this particular canal will be stored in this length. Okay, the same water will be released in the field, and that field will be having water up to the height of 8 centimeter, which we can write as 0.08 meter, because every other units are in meter. Okay, so we need to convert it compulsorily. So volume of water in the canal which is released to the field, so it should be equal to the volume of water which is there in the field. And volume of water in field we can write it as area of the field into height of the water, right? So that area we can find out A is equal to 0.08. A into 0.08 is equal to 45,000 meter cube, and we will be able to find out as 562500 meter square, and we can convert it into hectares also, right? Okay, good. Now question number 22 is from statistics. So statistics also, it is direct formula based question is there. So find the mode of the following frequency distribution. Okay, so class is given to us as 0 to 10, frequency is 8, 10 to 20, frequency is 10, 20 to 30, frequency is 10, again 30 to 40, frequency is 16, and 40 to 50, frequency is 12, 50 to 60, frequency is 6, 60 to 70, frequency is 7. Okay, so from here we can find out that the maximum frequency we are getting in 16. We are getting as 16, and 16 is there in the class 30 to 40. So we can say that model class is 30 to 40, which is maximum that we are saying that it is mode, right? But it is frequency distribution, so there is a specific formula. So more data are there in 30 to 40 model class, so that will become model class. So in that model class, F0 is equal to 10, right? So before that, preceding class, and F1 is equal to 16 in the same class, and you can say F2 is equal to 12, and lower limit of the class, model class, that is 30, and H is the, you can say, difference of the classes. Okay, limit of the classes like 0 to 10. So the difference between upper limit and lower limit is 10. Okay, size of the class, we can call it as size of the class. So H is equal to size of the class. By putting the formula in this, we will be able to get L plus F1 minus F0 by 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H, and we are getting the value as 36, right? So mode of the distribution, what we have found, that is 36. So purely statistics question, formula based, direct formula you put, and you will be getting the answer. Okay, right? So in this way we found up to section C, and in my next video we will be going for section D. Okay, thank you.